give a couple seconds here for everybody to pop on. Welcome tonight, guys, to it's already day 3 of our final week. We're talking about, the comp plan this week, rank and volume, and to date, we've kind of talked about some pretty hefty topics. If you watch the video that I posted yesterday and then live videos, we've kind of covered the 15-star decision. We've talked about the importance of understanding how rank and volume are related to each other. Um, Tonight, it's a combination of a couple topics. I'm going to start with talking about, because I've gotten a few questions from people, which is why it's kind of spurred me to basically talk about this additional topic. But I've gotten some questions from people that are still a little unclear as to why is it so important to rely on multiple CBCs. And I'm going to try to be very big bird cookie monster with you guys. And what I mean by that is not demeaning or anything. It just means I'm trying to break it down for you guys as in the simplest terms when it comes to understanding, why multiple CBCs are so important versus just taking your first CBC and building it deep. And the first thing I'll say to that is, and I mentioned it in the video that I posted yesterday, the hour-long video, as well as my live sessions, you got to remember that the comp plan is designed to cap out, okay? Because you're a 15-star diamond, or you have 17 or 18 or 19 or 30 diamonds in a business center, which some coaches do, which is insane to me, but because some coaches don't realize it, the comp plan quits paying you at 10-star diamond. So even though you may have 15 or 20 or 30 diamonds in your business center, the comp plan only pays you for the first 10 diamonds that you have. And to make it even more complicated, of those 10 diamonds, you have to have 5 and 5 on each leg. How many of you realize that? How many of you realize that in order to be a 2-star diamond coach, you have to have 1 on the left leg, 1 on the right leg? In order to be a 5-star diamond coach, you have to have 3 on the left leg, 2 on the right, or 3 on the right and 2 on the left. You have to have 3 and 2 or 2 and 3. And to be a 10-star diamond coach, you have to have 5 on the left and 5 on the right, which is why I talked about in that first day, the sweet spot, or the video that I posted, the sweet spot is really 9-star diamond. You can have 2 on one leg and 7 on the other, still be making $11,000 a week, and you're only one step away from the cap out, So, that's number one reason that you really kind of want to look at multiple CBCs is that you're capped. You're capped in your primary CBC, unless you're looking at truly wanting the 15-star recognition. And there's nothing wrong with that, mind you. There really isn't. If that's something that drives you to build your business, more power to you. But unless you're really looking for that 15-star name and lights, having a superstar day at corporate and everything that comes with that, it doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense to keep going past 10-star diamond purposely. Okay? Hi, Maria. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Mary. It doesn't make a lot of sense to go past 9 or 10-star diamond. Now, it's going to happen sometimes with a mind of its own. Sometimes maybe a coach that you didn't think would be diamond after you've stopped building there may take off and you may go to 11 or 12. Sometimes it just happens as a byproduct. You can't control that, and that's okay. But consciously, if you're looking to build income in this business, you want to build longevity. Melissa Hogue posted a great video earlier why it's so important to really grasp these videos and to dive into it. If you want to create a deep income, you should really do that by multiple CBCs. People ask me what my goals are, and maybe that'll help make it a little bit more clear. My personal goals is to have multiple business centers. I want 5 or 6, maybe even 10, by the time this thing's farther along than we are right now. But at least 5, somewhere between 5 and 10 business centers at 5-star diamond and higher. What you have to remember is every single business center that you opened, and remember, you don't get to open up another business center until you go 2-star in your primary business center, and then when you go 2-star in your second business center, you get to open a third. You can have a series of mini-me's all over cascading off your primary business center and the business centers that open up after. But the main reason that you do that is because it allows you to go 10-star diamond or higher and cap the plan out in multiple business centers. How cool would it be in 10 years' time to have 4 business centers capping out at 10-star diamond instead of having one business center with all 40 of those diamonds? What if you were to cap out in 4 different business centers at 10 Star Diamond, making $12,000 a week in each one of them. Think you could afford to live off of $48,000 a week? Let that sink in for a second. Okay, let that really sink in. A 10 Star Diamond who has enough volume to realize the rank of 10 star can make $12,000 a week. The sweet spot that I talked about, which is 9 Star Diamond, which is a hell of a lot easier to hit. You don't have to have 5 and 5 on each leg. You can have 2 and 7. You don't have to be balanced. And they have enough volume to realize the rank at 9 Star Diamond can make $11,000 a week. Think you could live off of that? Imagine doing that in multiple business centers over several years. You know, that's my goal. You know, every single week, Jason and I are making well over $10,000 a week. And we're doing that because we have multiple business centers who are maximizing the volume that we have in each center. We're smart enough to put the people where the volume is getting close to realizing the rank. That's the game. That's the thing you really want to understand in this business, is understand how much you can make based on the volume that you're getting on a regular average, you know, over the course of a few months. Look at the average of what you were, you know, hitting your volume in your left and right leg. Realize what the potential is, right? It's very simple to figure out your potential too. I'll give you a quick math equation in a second to figure that out, but figure out the potential that you have. And if you're not, you know, you don't have enough volume in that center to realize a 2 Star Diamond rank, would it be better to possibly go to that second business center and put people over there? Probably. You know, how do you figure out what the potential is? It's super simple, and I'm going to give you an easy math equation. As you know, our comp plan is designed to basically pay at a 2-to-1 ratio. So whatever the big leg is, or the strong leg we call it, that's considered the 2 ratio. And whatever the small leg or weak leg is, that's what we call the 1 ratio. So it's a 200 to 100 split. So let's say you had, I don't know, let's just make it easy, 1,000 and 2,000. You had 2,000 on your left leg and 1,000 volume points on your right leg. Okay, it's very simple to figure this out. The weak leg is going to run out before the 2,000. So that's the 2-to-1 ratio. So you take the 1,000 on the weak side and you divide it by how many times can that go into 100? Remember, 200 and 100, you get a cycle bonus. Well, that's 10 times. And as an Emerald coach, 10 times 14 is $140, right? If it was 2,000 and 4,000, it's very simple. You take the 2,000, which is the weak side, you divide it by 100, that's 20 times. 20 times 14 is getting closer to the max at $250 for an Emerald coach. You need to go up in rank. So hopefully this is making sense. It's really, easy stuff to kind of grasp when you start at that low of a level. But multiple business centers give you the ability to make more money over the course of time as you build those toward a higher rank based on the volume you have to realize that, than you would by taking all your eggs and putting them in one basket in your primary business centers. There are a lot of coaches who have a super high rank and they have not even opened a second business center yet. It just drives me nuts sometimes when we talk to them. They don't realize that the comp plan designs, the way it's designed to cap out, when they get to that 15, 16 Star Diamond and they have their name in lights, they still don't have a second business center yet because they never opened it, even though they can at any given time. But what would they have, how better would they have been if they would have opened it right at 2 Star and balanced all these coaches that they put in their primary, but balance them over multiple business centers? And what you also have to grasp with multiple business centers, that's multiple paychecks being dumped into your bank account, because I'm assuming all of you guys are smart and have your direct deposit set up. That's multiple streams or multiple dumps every Thursday going into your bank. We have five. We have 4 or 5 multiple dumps coming into our, that didn't sound right, 4 or 5 direct deposits into our bank every Thursday because of the multiple business centers, the multiple Jeff Armbrusters that I have and the multiple Dana Armbrusters that I have. I mean, how cool is that? Now, obviously, my baby centers, my youngest ones, are only making a few $100 a week, as I continue to build them up. But my more mature ones, like my primary, my secondary, and maybe the first for Dana, those are making, my primary business center makes, I don't know, $9,500 to $12,000 some weeks. Secondary one will make somewhere in the vicinity of 2.5 to 3. My wife's primary business center about the same. And that's all multiple dumps that funnel into our bank every single week. Multiple business centers represent multiple paychecks that you get, or multiple direct deposits into your financial freedom. So that's kind of why primary business centers and only focusing on that isn't the smartest way. Building up multiple business centers and maturing them over the course and having patience and watering the business center that needs the most volume by putting coaches over there, so you have a balanced rank and volume to capitalize on what you're bringing in on any given week is so important. And if there's one concept you guys are really to grasp this week, it's the whole idea of understanding how rank and volume are related. So many people just look at rank as the reason why people make money, and this couldn't be further from the truth. Rank has got nothing to do with why people make money. Rank with the appropriate amount of volume is why people make money. If you're a 5-star diamond coach, you better have somewhere between 10 and 12,000 volume points on that, or maybe closer to 15,000 volume points on that weak leg to capitalize on the 5-star rank you have. 5-star ranks can make $7,000 a week. You take 15,000 divided by 100, that's 150 cycles. 150 times 18, you might be getting, closer. So it's all about understanding rank and volume, realizing that multiple business centers allow you to make the income over and over again by capping out each business center. That's my goal. My goal is to cap out as many business centers as I can. Okay? It's so my goal. It's like what I dream about. It's what I'm obsessed about. I want to cap out multiple business centers, in 20 years from now. I want to have several business centers capping out at between 9 and 10-star diamond. How freaking cool would that be to have $40, $50, $60,000 a week coming in just from capped business centers? You can definitely afford to live off that. But now that's going to segue into the next topic for today. And what I'm going to do after I talk about this next topic, because I'm not going to go into it in great detail because Jason and I have already done a video on it. As soon as I'm done with this live session, I am going to post a video link that Jason Diebold and I did about a year ago, talking about this new hidden gem in our comp plan. I shouldn't say it's new. It's been there all the time, but it's a new concept for most people to grasp. And the hidden gem in our comp plan that I'm going to post a video and go into more detail on after this is called the matching bonus. Now, for those of you that have done your homework and done what I asked you to do in day one, printed out the comp plan and started to peruse it a little bit and read a little bit about the comp plan, you're going to see in one of the sections about earning where it talks about the matching bonus. They don't say a whole lot on it because it's the hidden gem of the comp plan. Unlike cycle bonuses where you get to 10-star diamond and they quit paying you any more money for all your diamonds, it's called capping out. Unlike capping out with cycle bonuses, the matching bonuses does not have a cap. As of right now, as of today, as of this version of the comp plan, the matching bonuses are uncapped. Now, what is a matching bonus? A matching bonus rewards you when your emeralds reach emerald. They reward you when your diamonds reach diamond. They reward you when your rubies reach ruby. So when you're a diamond, for instance, when Lindsay Weiss, who's on listening right now, has, one of her coaches, say Melissa Hogue or Natanya, go diamond, she gets 10% of their cycle bonuses every single week as a matching bonus. So let's say Natanya made $1,400, $1,400 in cycle bonuses this week. Lindsay, as her coach, is going to get a matching bonus of $140. Okay? So you want to know how people like Lindsay Matway, Christine Dwyer, Amy Silverman, some of these really rock star, beautiful and friendly and great coaches that I know are making $25,000 to $30,000 to $40,000 a week in any one business center. It's because they're capping out at that $12,000 a week, and then they're making, $1,000 a person because some of their coaches are making $10,000 a week in cycle bonuses. They're making $1,000 a person in a matching bonus, which is 10%. So they have 10 coaches making, somebody like Christine Dwyer or someone like Lindsay Matway has probably 10 or more, maybe 15 coaches who are capping out at $10,000 a week because they are just so mature volume-wise that they have a bunch of 15-star diamonds underneath them. So someone like Christine, I'm going to give you a perfect example. Christine Dwyer has, let's say she, in that 15-star diamond, because she can't control always new diamonds cutting, she doesn't necessarily want to go past maybe 15-star any longer, but she has another 15 diamonds that went diamond, making that 30 diamonds deep in one business center. Now, Beachbody quits recognizing you, period, at 15-star diamond, and the comp plan quits paying you at 10, but you can still have new diamonds pop up in that business center. And I know Christine, she's a good friend of mine, and we've talked about this in the past. I know that her primary business center has like between 30 and 40 diamonds in it, right? She's not being paid for those, but as some of those diamonds have reached 10-star, meaning they're 10-star diamonds and have capped out at $10,000 a week, she gets a 10% matching bonus for each one of them. So I know that she's got like one business center with like 10 people that are making $10,000 a week in cycle bonuses, so she gets $1,000 for each one of them. That's an extra $10,000, that she's making strictly from matching bonuses. Those are not capped. You can have 40, 50 people, spread over multiple business centers over time. That's going to give you matching bonuses of significant amounts of money. So the matching bonuses is the hidden gem in your comp plan. And again, the matching bonus is your diamonds rewarding you, or your emeralds rewarding you, or your rubies rewarding you with a percentage of what they make in cycle bonuses every single week. It's a reward for you leading them to different ranks. You get a matching bonus reward in addition to your cycle bonuses, in addition to your commissions every single week. The matching bonus is the hidden gem in our comp plan. Better than cycle bonuses over the maturity of your business, more lucrative than any quarterly bonus will ever give you. The matching bonuses are an argument as to why you may not mind. You don't want to purposely do it. It's still better to build multiple diamonds over many business centers, but it's an argument as to why it's not so hurtful to see some of these diamonds pop up past 15 in a business center, because as they mature, they're still going to give you matching bonuses that still pays you somewhat, even though they're not paying you for additional cycle bonuses, if that makes sense. So that's all I'm going to say on that, because there's a video that I'm going to post that talks about the matching bonus in greater detail that Jason and I did. And I don't want to double dip the information and confuse you guys, because I've already spent about 25 to 30 minutes talking about why multiple business centers are important. And now you're going to get about another half hour, 45 minutes when you have time to watch of me and Jason particularly diving into the matching bonuses. So I'm going to post that video. It's going to be in the links or the comments of this live session, as well as its own post. So I'm giving you guys a lot to digest in these first 3 days. We've talked about the 15-star decision, the matching bonuses now, multiple CBCs, the 15-star decision. We've given you guys a lot of information. So what we're going to transition to tomorrow, because now I'm going to depend on you guys to watch these videos, tag your people to watch these videos, learn more about the comp plan. What we're going to talk about tomorrow is where all this stuff leads. Okay? What is the result of understanding everything you've covered in these 4 weeks prior to me? And what is the result of understanding the comp plan and seeing the fruits of your labor and the understanding of it happen in your business? It leads to what I like to call financial freedom. Okay? Financial freedom is defined in many different ways. Financial freedom could be for somebody strictly paying their bills on time every single month. Financial freedom will change over the course of time for you. For me, financial freedom meant initially, getting out of some debt and being able to live above water, if that makes sense. And then financial freedom for me over the course of the last several years has meant many different things. Financial freedom to me means traveling the globe and seeing the world with my kids. Financial freedom to me means owning interest at Walt Disney World, which we did last year or the year before last. So we own interest at on property at Walt Disney World. Paying off my house a few years ago is financial freedom to me. Leaving a legacy for my wife and my kids down the road. Financial freedom will change for you as you grow in your business. But I want to show you guys in a little presentation tomorrow that I put together. I'm going to do it live. What financial freedom leads to, some things that you need to think about, and some things that you need to plan for over these next several years as you grow your business. Because if you made it to the end of this training, the diamond training, it tells me you're pretty serious and you're all in. Like with any training, we get some people who've tuned out, for whatever reason. Hopefully that's not you guys. But tomorrow's video and talk is going to be on the effects of all this and what happens, and that's called financial freedom. And then Friday, Christina Richardson's going to wrap up with talking about a few housekeeping points, what to do after this camp, and kind of tie things up with a nice big bow before we just basically take questions in week 6. Week 6 is going to be turned back over to you guys. Week 6 next week is you guys posting questions on the wall and targeting any certain person, so keep in mind who did what throughout the camp and tag them so they can give you the answers, or maybe, interacting. I'm going to try and get our leaders to maybe do a Zoom call with me sometime next week so all of you can join and talk live with us. And we would, and that's, Carrie, that's perfect. For right now, financial freedom would be paying some essentials in life. That's where I was when I first started to see some income from this. I wanted to do the little things, be able to afford to pay groceries without stressing about it, and be able to afford my son's soccer fees, travel fees, which are a lot of money. Those are the little things, but it's going to change for you over the course of time, and that's okay. Stay humble about it. That's one of the things that I'm going to talk a little bit tomorrow, is the fact that as you guys grow in your business, as you grow, and what I mean by grow is you're making more and more income, you definitely can lose a little bit of your humbleness. You lose a little bit of gratitude. You almost start to sometimes fall into this pitfall of feeling entitled. And I'm going to kind of warn you guys on that, because I myself, and I know Jason and all leaders, even Lindsay and some of your other leaders in this group, have sometimes come to expect that paycheck every single week, and you get pissed when it goes down a little bit. And I had to slap myself in the head several years ago and go back to a place of feeling grateful, okay, of feeling blessed, of feeling humble. So I'm at a point right now where I'm very, I thank God every single day for what this business has given me and my family, and I don't expect anything in return anymore. I work hard for it, and I try to give back a lot more. We give a lot to our church, and I give to a few causes that are near and dear to my heart, like the Cancer Foundation. I'm a sufferer of ulcerative colitis, so I give a lot to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America. I like to give back. One of the things that I learned through Dave Ramsey teachings, and for those of you that think Beachbody is all about physical fitness in your life, you want financial fitness and learning how to spend that money you're going to make, get into Dave Ramsey. I took Financial Peace University several years ago, and one of the things I was taught in Financial Peace University is when you're at a place where you can give back in any way you can. I got a good friend of mine right now who's battling cancer, and I'm trying to do everything I can to help him out, from gas cards to buying his Shakeology each month. It's just something that I feel compelled to do, giving back, and I think that's something that all of us should think about doing when we're in that position. That's God's greatest position to put us in, is to be able to give back to others, and that's something that I feel strongly about, and that's going to be something I talk about tomorrow on Financial Freedom. So, gang, I've jabbered long enough. I've given you guys probably a headache with some of the concepts and some of the things I've talked about. It's a lot to digest. Go ahead and maybe watch this again if you need to understand it. And then when you have an opportunity, I'm not sure what you're saying yes for, Jason. Hopefully that's a good thing. But when you have an opportunity, please go back and rewatch this as many times as you need to, and then go ahead and push play on the new video that I'm going to be posting here in a second, which goes into more in-depth explanation of the hidden gem of our comp plan, the matching bonus. So with that, I am going to say goodnight because we are at, what are we at? I can't even tell. Oh, yeah, we're getting close to 30 minutes, and I don't ever want to keep you guys that long because family is the most important thing. I know I'm pulling you guys from some of that to watch this. But God bless, loved all you guys, and I'll be back tomorrow with my final live video and on financial freedom, and then Christina Richardson will cap it out with us on Friday. Thank you guys, love you guys, talk to you soon.